Hello, Northstar here with another Mountain Blade Warband Let's Play. Now it's the same day. Apologize, I'm gonna be a little more tired than before. Rested a bit. I had to lay flat for a bit because of my long COVID. Even just sitting in a chair with my legs crossed, I eventually get some blood that pools in my legs. It kind of sucks. Um. Anyways, I'm ready to do more of this. Uh. Day 19. It's worth noting strategy games like this, well, I play a few of them. This is medieval setting, and wait, desert bandits right there. Are they gonna come for me? It's late night, maybe. Uh, my party is larger than them. Might want to upgrade some of these recruits in case they do get attacked. The recruits actually cost more, I think, in food than they do in wages. Footmen are maybe closer 50-50 or a preponderance towards wages, probably. I think it's like 1.5 at the way I'm feeding my army a week. So, yeah. It's like 40% wages, 60% food for the recruits. So they're more expensive than they seem. Otherwise, they'd actually be fairly cost-effective camp fodder. I did check, and it's worth noting these dyes I can get around here and here, and I think near Dercuba, that they sell well near Voluka, where there's a Velvet Works, which it's a productive enterprise. Some already exist in the towns. I don't know if it actually categorizes this one, but it's like it. Voluka consumes silk and dye and makes velvet. So the dyes here are selling cheap. And if I were to take a trip there, it'd be kind of longer, but I'd make some nice profits. I could stop at Helmar on the way to see if there's anything to trade there. I'd rather not have one of my people get killed there, so let's see if I can go to the marketplace and just assess local prices. Oh, I have to pay for accommodations doing that, but at least they didn't get attacked. It's the hard, probably would have lost people, at least one recruit if I were attacked. As a primary with the highest trade skill, figure out the best goods. Try to figure out the best goods to trade, and you find out the following. Pottery here. Where the hell was Uxcall? And Ekamor? Ekamor and Yale, and I have no idea where those places are. It's probably give me places across the map. Yalen is way over here. I don't even know where Ekamor is, but oh, up there. Yeah, those are both longer trade routes. Okay, so nothing useful, but maybe it would have picked. I know it was going to turn out that way. Over time, I train up these recruits into footmen are probably more useful. Not a garrison in the castle even has some recruits, but not many, and they do tank for the better troops. Character is armed in some padded archer armor. It really is archer variant because while pad armor was used a lot for infantry in the Middle Ages, it would be more like a gambeson, where the layers are compressed in a way with more layers, and better against resisting slashing. When it's like this with the quilting, that's more against arrows. Um, you know, archers being protected against counterfire. Might also protect a little more against blunt weapons, realistically. But yeah, soft leather boots. Caragets make great boots. Some pad armor and an actual metal helmet. It's cheap enough gear. Still not full health. Last battle, and that was an experience to level 8. Let's see. I can use the javelins now. In fact, I probably should have used messing with those bands just to see how they worked. Crossbow actually does more damage than the javelins. But it's a lot slower. It's a way to train polearm if I save one and just thrust it around. And they can be used with the shields. It's important to note. Yeah, maybe I do that. See how it works out. Trying different things. Probably gonna have to face these bloody bandits. They just hang out inside the town. Well, let's get this over with. Nope. Nope. 23 of these guys? Really? Oh no. There's a ton of them. What does he want? 427 dinars. No way. Number me 2 to 1. This is gonna be challenging. Maybe I should have saved before. By the way, so I have a Rise of Nations Let's Play series. I haven't done a video in a bit, but I'll probably get around to doing some more. Somewhere in the Middle Ages, conquering the world. It just made me think that. Doing that as practice for the Cold War campaign. There aren't many games that have good Cold War that represent it well. Paradox is yet to do a Cold War game. There's some Supreme Ruler game, but it's very much... there's issues with it. Jankiness, one of the things is not well balanced. And it's just deterministic view of history. Like, apparently, the breakup of the Soviet Union is supposed to be directed by relations between the nations in it, but people report it happening even with perfect relations and like thriving economies. There's just some serious bullshit in there, whereas we won't see a NATO breakup if they're failing. Let's see. Because, NATO was originally the counterpart to the Warsaw Pact. In fact, it was formed first, and the Warsaw Pact was formed in response to it, defensively, despite the way it's misportrayed in Western capitalist anti-Soviet propaganda, even today. Anyways, I should probably focus on... That didn't hit anyone. These guys can outrun me. The only advantage I have is this horse is way more maneuverable than theirs. I should probably save that last one for... Step horses, they turn better. They lose less speed in turning. like so. There's no way I can beat this many of these fricks. Just gonna have to take down as many as I can before they inevitably... Oof. One of them hit me with a javelin or something. Now I'm dealing way more damage than I'm taking. This is not going to result in victory. I'm about to lose my horse. I can turn faster, but I can't outrun these Serenade horses, which are... may also be distracting to other horses. And there goes my horse. And there we go. Oh, still alive. Oop. Really? Oh, one desert bandit killed? One? Thought I killed someone earlier. Your forces were utterly crushed. Oof. And they took me prisoner and took the money anyways. After painful days being dragged about as a prisoner, you find a chance to escape. Find a chance to escape from your captors. I still have my equipment. Interesting. I don't know if I hit anything with those javelins before. I sworn I had a second set of javelins. Oh, and a light cross. Yeah, they definitely took some of my stuff. They took my crossbow, but left me with my bolts. Took half my javelins, still enough to use. Righty then. Well, this is going to force me to re-equip myself. I've yet to see this shield get broken. I'll save that for... I think I can use it in tournaments. This would be the saber, and I think I can still swap in the shield. We'll test that, but eventually I'll probably find another crossbow or use that in sieges, like with a heavy crossbow. I'll probably just sell them because I can get, well, I think I can get better bolts eventually. We still have me my armor and my spare horse. So, wasn't terrible, but wasn't great. And these guys are waiting to get me. Maybe, maybe not. Flourishing little village here. Nothing to sell. Bye. couple recruits. I mean, I had to have gotten some experience in that fight, right? Maybe, maybe not. Just proficiencies, because I didn't win it. Yeah, desert bandits are rough like that. Oof. This is gonna be tough.
My men would like a word with you about your personal belongings.
So a handful of them this time, right? 8 of them. I think I can deal with these. Yep. Javelin, lance, sword. With the shield. Come on. Deliver damage to the horse. Particularly, it was the horse. I think this guy with the shield. Oh, come on. This is not going well. There we go. One of them unhorsed. A lot less dangerous that way. Lucky. Just hit his shield. Although probably did some damage to it. Damn it. At least this lance has some reach to it. Nice. Use their own speed against them. Go for the horses. On horse, these guys are not nearly as dangerous. Fortunately, they're going for my horse too. Ah! Gotta be clever, use the maneuverability to my advantage. Ah! Well, I didn't go down without a fight, at least this time. It's bloody bandits. They can't even get away from them. I guess these things happen. This time they took dies off of me. Alright. Buy some more dies. Recruits. Found army. I'm just pray for anyone who wants to come from me. More recruits. But yeah, anyways, Verizon Nations has a good Cold War campaign. You know, one where it's not deterministic. Soviets or the Americans can win, depending on how you do. You choose a side and play as them, so either side can be guided to victory, which is nice. I was considering Supreme. I keep going to call it Supreme Leader. And it's basically what it is. The name of the game is a reference to some Nazi shit, which is concerning. And the fact that their 1936 edition has like a Iron Cross very prominently displayed. And that the normal starting point of the game is 36, so that they have a World War I one. It seems like it's pandering to people who are fans of Nazis, to say the least. The dies sell pretty well here. Probably sell slightly more elsewhere, but in the pottery. I know that's dumb. It's incredibly dumb because they don't have any money. Well, I got hides and grain sold in pottery, I guess. One care get tribesmen volunteers to follow you. Cool. Building my little army. Bought pass there. Artificial walls in the map sorts. Go to Distoril. At least traveling through Carriot lands, anyone's a horse would be on a Carriget horse most likely, so I can actually won't be outrun like what the Sarah needs. But yeah, I don't know. I suspect the crimes, the Axis are written out of that game, and the Cold War being deterministic, and they're literally having, I'm not kidding you, DLCs that are about Trump, like he's some kind of hero. I mean, it's tongue in cheek a little bit, but they still act like what he's doing is good. Like his need changes are just unpopular, which is nonsense. The fact that they have that makes me raise an eyebrow. Let me put it that way. It's a shame because there aren't enough games with Cold War campaigns, as I said. I'm willing to accept most of them have some inaccuracies and some sympathies. I mean, I agree with, but anything that goes quite that far, that franchise. But yeah, I mention it because it's on sale on Steam right now, and it was on the front page. That's how I saw it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be aware of that game. So, not to bug you guys about it for no reason. You can check it out yourself. Maybe you'll totally disagree, or maybe my superficial impressions are wrong about that game. You play it, you know it's good. Leave a comment on this video. I'm not closed-minded. I just a cynic in an age where the U.S. is appears to be going fascist, which is why I'm doing this channel to try and get the heck out of the US. Make enough money to from YouTube advertising to hopefully be able to leave. So yeah, and even if you're some hyper patriot, love it or leave it. Well, I'm trying to leave, so don't be mad at me for trying to, get out of a place that I don't think I'm safe. The government first harassing minorities, and then they'll come for political dissidents like myself, people who disagree with, what Trump's doing and aren't afraid to say it. I don't want to get thrown into some jail cell because of freedom of speech doesn't mean anything in the US anymore. I mean, it does still, but it won't. That's what I'm saying. At the rate things are going. All right, 520 dinars based on denarii, like the Roman currency. But whatever, a lot of things in Middle Ages were very, I might call it fanboyish about Rome. Can't be a surprise. A stubborn courser. Huh. Stubborn horses have a little more hit points, if I remember, but require more riding skill. I could afford this, but I'm trying to get back to where I can repay that tax money I was asked to collect. Toga is opulent and crowded. Uh, let's see. Collect taxes. Undone a fugitive. And the Bantlayer. Neither of these have time limits. I do have to get back to Shariz at some point and deal with the fugitive. Apparently I'll make the town like me less. But yeah, after losing those desert bandits, I need to rebuild my army and my fortunes. Oh, great. 22 step bandits. And they're running from a vassal here. Cool. Not well enough equipped to deal with them. Let's reroute then. Or maybe faster once I train some of these guys up enough that they can ride horses, but all I can really get are recruits right now. Yeah, I know the early game can suck. But it's exciting in a way. Danger around every corner. Figuring out how to survive, such as, well, selling salt. Dies. Why do I keep wanting to do these things? What do I at villages? They don't have money. How are they going to repay me? Being dumb. Some bread. Buy hides. Generally speaking, you can only put money into the villages. Alright. Now there's step bands in that area. So I'll try and go to this village. There's a vassal helping to hopefully keep the peace in the bands. Would love to have me for dinner. Really?
Everything has a price, even your life.
So there's two groups of them. Just take the money. I've had enough of this. I could deal with maybe 12, but the other group is going to join them in battle. These guys are still going to join and annoy me, though. You. I'll fight. Well, the battle advantage is a lot less than stand ground, so you fight as a group. Oop. That was dumb. I did kill some horse with that charge, but I... Can I ever hit them with these? There we go. What did I ride into? At least their horses rear as easily as mine. Darn it. And they got me with an arrow. And taken prisoner yet again. This is really starting to annoy me. This time I lost one of my horses. Lost my spare horse. Sawhorse. Grain they took from me. They've yet to take any of my armor, thankfully. Still have some salt, but I'm actually losing money through all this. Alright, at this point, the best thing I can do is just try and outrun bandits. Which means traveling light. My speed is only 4. Oh, bloody A.
We'll have our pay, or we'll have our fun.
There's only 4 of them. Might be a traveler, chance meet him on the road. 258 dinars. Are you kidding me? Wait, where's my horse? Oh, they took my step horse too. Okay, now I'm gonna need this big shield. It's a tough one. Get to high ground and see if I can take one down with a javelin. Ah, hit one with a horse. Headshot. That was dumb. Keep interrupting my moves. You're just gonna keep bullying me because there were so many of them gathered up in one place there. Ah. I'm on foot. Need this shield. And the lance won't do me much good. Probably actually want the backup shield instead. And cover your back, at least. Shield like that. If I get attacked by horses, I'm screwed. This little corner of the map is nothing but bandits. What's I'm gonna do? Go to the Lord's Hall, maybe. Find some way to. Find the Lord at the castle. That's probably the dungeon down there. Nope. I can wait here for a little bit. Come on, it doesn't let me see my health without. Looks like Lord's returned to the area.
I'd slit your throat for a trinket.
Best I can do is just pay these fricks. Try and get out of this corner full of bandits. I don't have anyone else to. They have 41 dinars. It's nothing.
Stand and deliver. We can do this the easy way.
This is ridiculous. They're gonna leave me with nothing, at which point they'll just tap me, capture me, and
Anyone like a word with you about your purse or belongings?
definitely some misfortune there. Can't even fight a small group of lancers. Some grain. Buy some grain, I guess. Might find use for a lance. It's a backup weapon against a very small group of enemies like that. Uh, hmm. Sell some of this grain I picked up. Countryside. Dies. Sell salt for more elsewhere. What do they have for sale? Cheap. I need a horse. Without one, I'm screwed. Better horse would help me, but this is going to have to be a Sumter horse, I think. Slow, but at least well armored. I could just get the stupid thing if I could get some riding skill, I guess I should say. Hmm. Can I make the trip to Zagush? Oh, I'm decently fast now with the horse. Speed 6.1. So, maybe. Cheap grain. Cheap bread. Heck, even the cheese is only 46. I don't think my one character needs to eat. Yeah, they have some money now, because I... No, can't afford anything I got. Cheese sells for a slight profit. Probably sell the flax more elsewhere. Buy it here. Hmm. I had the money, a heavy sumpter horse would be. Oh, the salt. Horses actually need salt, so this is kind of realistic. I'm probably not going to go charge anyone with a sumpter horse. Just buy another one for as a pack animal. Sell salt, buy horse. You know what? Just because it'll slow me down, I'll sell this grain. I actually bought it for less than this, I think. Salt and grain for the horses. Solo traveler, but I can move fast enough. 2 horses. So I'll also keep my encumbrance nice and low. Keep this here just so I know I have a horse. Yeah, actually, no. Never mind that. More grain. Speed is my best protection against bandits. Flax. Nice. Huh. Guess my character does eat the bread. Expected he didn't eat. But no, I have defeated even my character in an army. I'll solve the bread before eat more of it. Just nice. Can sell the flax for profit here. And the grain to keep my encumbrance reasonable. Sell grain, buy cabbage because cabbage weighs less. And that'll help free up some weight for what's profitable. Leather work, 217. Pottery. And maybe I can find somewhere that'll pay more than that for the leather work. It's worth a shot, I guess. Dream, maybe. More grain. Some wool. 65 for the pork. Still more grain. Very cheap bread. Probably find some of the pork will sell for a little bit more. Maybe. Grain weighs too much to keep hauling around though. Hide, leatherwork, wool. I got this pork. Sweating lands tend to be safer. Bunch of grain. And stop by machine. Cheap flax. It's a lot for a village to pay for grain. Those are very cheap grapes. 20. It's a cheap price for butter. Some of the grapes before it gets eaten. Pork before it goes bad. And grain. It's a very reasonable price. 178 bought the butter. I think you can really trade there. Sargoth of the Nords. It's not a terrible price of the wool. Sell the grain. Keep one full bag of it. Flax is still better price than I paid. Sell here. 177 for one. I think that's cheap. This isn't perfect with the hides, but if I do that and buy a heavy sumpter horse, be even faster. Move around the map. Three horses. Carry more stuff. Hmm. 23, 24 for green. 68 for pork around here. Really? Solid weather work. Flax, 102. Sometimes profit. Tiny profit on the pork. Tiny profit on the grain. And the flax. Oh, I saw something nice here. Tournament. This might be me a chance to make a little money, start to come out ahead. So, let's join the tournament. Will be held here. You're at tier 1 of the tournament with 64 participants remaining. Next round, there'll be 3 teams, 2 fighters each. Odds against you are 13 to 1. I'll put 50 dinars on myself. If I win the tournament. Oh, not if I win the round. I'll do 10. It's highly unlikely. That's not much to lose if I somehow get lucky. Victory is yours. You win this melee, but you now must prepare yourself the next round. 2 teams with 6 fighters each. Ah, Jalgarad is here with me. 4 teams, 3 fighters each. 2-handed sword? Oh no. You guys have higher athletic skill than me, of course. Nice. One larger because the people on my team. 2 teams, 1 fighter each. Darn it. It's just a regular fighter, too. Been eliminated. As one man to remain undefeated this day, Jarl Galad wins the list in glory. Well, I fought alongside him. Stopped by the feast. Not sufficient status as a commoner to go inside, of course. Well, let's just do a melee in the arena. Beat one opponent down. Oh well. We have 33 renown. On the plus side, let's move at speed 8.1 because they have 3 horses. So I can outrun many. Not all enemies. Hmm. 34 for grapes. I'm going to certainly make a profit if my character doesn't eat them. Hmm. Let's go back to Sargoth and see if I can sell them for more. I bought. Oh, yeah. Yes, I can. Looks like cheap wine. 156, 162. So sell grapes, buy wine. I guess visit Rayvaden. Since there's a war in this region. Oh, wait, how am I doing for time? Hour in. Guess it didn't take that long in the tournament. These are glued because of a war, I think, between the Vigors and the Nords, so there's probably lots of armies in the area. Flourishing town of Rayvaden. Ah, pay a decent price for the linen. I think that's more than I bought for. I got cabbage. Sell the grain, buy cabbage. It's worth it for the reduced weight. Continue to look for places to sell my wine. Right too. Some cabbage, some cheese for only 70. Dry meat for 57. This is like 87 for the chicken because otherwise I have to leave money behind. So, cool. Money on the table, that is. Probably sell chicken here for a profit. Yep. And the dry meat if I want. But I'll probably sell for more elsewhere. Hmm. Find somewhere to sell cheese butter and the dried meat off. You know what? I think I bought the dry meat for slightly less than that. I don't want my party eating it. So cheese and butter, wine and hide. I have some cash in hand. So I can buy stuff. Eventually recruit army again. Hmm. This horse is a bit slow to use a lance from. I use this shield because it's a little bigger. You know what? No, that's dumb. Because it's also slower. Sword and javelins. A shield on my back up. It also provides some protection against arrows that might hit my backside. Just try meat for 57. That's not terrible. Horn Starling Town. Four for the grain. One for the flax. No one ever seems to want to use the buy the butter. I guess I'll sell them the cheese. Just so it doesn't get you in partly. Grain. That's cheap honey. By the way, honey and butter, delicious mixed together, though I can't really eat that with my long COVID anymore. Get digestive issues from honey. That's okay price for wine. Okay price. Well, they have the money. So grain, honey and grain for wine. Cool. Dry meat. Hide. Semi-decent price. This honey will inevitably get in, so sell it. Grain's heavy as heck. Ah, saddle horse. Fast enough. That I might be able to use a lance from it. And I can afford it. A bunch of sumpter horses for pack purposes. Now I can use the lance. First non-swayback or crippled, whatever saddle horse have gone. I think you start with swayback one. Decent speed, decent maneuver. Not as good maneuver as a step horse, but faster. Ooh, cheap flax. Cheap grain. Decently priced pork. Also on the butter, just offload it mainly. Before it gets in. There's only one on the pork. Don't have to worry about aging or going bad. Works for me. To their, oh yeah, the arena's lot tavern then. Just in case anyone messes with me. Mercenary Cav. Traveler wanting skull. This is another traveler. Has he heard a job? Gilmaster Toga bounty on bandits. And Ichamur as well. Hmm. Do I risk traveling at night? Let's see how fast I move. Yes, yes, I do. That's about the speed of most bandit stacks. Vested by 20 mound bands. I think I can take them on with the villagers' help. Definitely not on my own. It's bloody hills. So hard to get a lance hit on terrain like this. Who's he throwing that at? Oh, there's one more over here. Nice. Victory. Kind of difficult, but farmers trade off evenly with mountain bands. I mean, it's not bad considering they're unskilled farmers and bandits. It's some battle experience. Gained honor. They didn't have anything to give me anyways, really. They have some money now, though. But nothing they want to pay good prices for. After something like that, there's usually no recruitable soldiers. Fortunately, they all eat up in the combat, I guess. Sell the flax and the grain for a better price than. Cool. It's cheap bread. Probably sell that for a profit somewhere around here. 39.41. Use a better proper saber, maybe. It's not chipped. Or horseman's kite shield. No, this is tiny. Uh, Bastard sword. It can be swung from back of a horse, actually. You can use it one-handed or two. A swing does 34 damage. Speed, it's not that much worse than the Nomad Saber. Its reach is greater. Huh. If my shield gets broken somehow. It could work. Could. Heck with it. Yeah, I'll take the bastard sword. I could have gone for a heavy saddle horse, I suppose. That price. I'm aware of the money, but whatever. Town of Halmar looks rich and well maintained. So I like to see. Heshmi is flourishing. Ooh, that's really cheap bread. Actually, not that great a pottery price. But 14 for the bread, 9 for the grain. I guess try and make the trek to Derkuba. Soft bread for hefty profit. Oops. Buy a date fruit for the bread. Want the grain. No. Date fruit for bread. That's fine. The trek back to Halmar. Didn't have to go far at all to solve those dates. And now I just gotta find somewhere to sell the bread. cheap pottery. Bread for pottery. Works for me. Struggling town of Darkuba. Yeah, they're not going to pay much for pottery. Well, I could buy bread here for 47. 48. What am I doing for time? Around 27 minutes. Hmm. Bread for more cheap pottery? Yes. Let's finally get an army. Bands tend to be better controlled around here than further the direction it came from. Ooh, got some money to buy pottery. Little buy a chicken for 79 and sell the pirate for 97. Although that's a high price. And not a great price for chicken. It allows me to sell more pottery. So let's see. Cheese, which is effectively 96. And more pottery, 94. Paid extra for the cheese in order to sell more pottery, basically. Turn around and sell the cheese here. Just get rid of it. Probably not going to sell for much more than that anywhere. Buy dates 62, 64. 66 for these dates. Over the screen. And back to Shrees. Really, they're not paying good prices for anything. What's going on? Something hit their economy hard. Pottery, dates, chicken. Buy some bread. 49. $50. Yeah. Unremarkable, it says. I guess I profit off the bread here. Ooh. Pottery as well. I want to buy their chicken. 82.84. Buy some grain. At least Shrees pays well for chicken. And it just happened to age. Just ticked over. Slight loss. Except that it wanted me to sell more stuff to Village, so not really. Some more of the dates before. Just gonna offload this stuff. Cool. Is it Noom again? Want to get a little less once they deliver the taxes to the ward. Now they have some money. Buy the bread. Got. Recruit some volunteers. Get 905 dinars. 10 recruits. just about ready to take on that hideout. You know, we'll get one more batch of recruits. See if nobody's willing to join. Throw in for the cabbage. Around here, grain's cheaper. Recruit volunteers. Force their need recruits. Okay, 14 recruits and myself, 15 people. That should be enough for the hideout. But that will have to come next video. Hope you folks enjoy this. Take care of each other. Be kind yourselves. May you always find a guidance to lead you home. Until next time, it's Northstar. Adieu, and best luck.